It is very unsettling how it does seem weird how it seems like she's very much enjoying him retelling this story, you know? Like, it's a bit odd, I'll say that for sure.
Mr. Depp, when Dr. Cooper was treating your finger, what did you tell him about how your finger became injured?
Okay. I told him that when you saw the damaged house,
Do you recall the year?
It was 2004.
And where did you originally go?
The Orient Express. From
what happened while you and Miss Bird were together on the Orient Express?
something had become dissatisfaction. She would start the rant.
That's one way to say it. Yeah, that's usually what happens.
Apologize to you for giving you the shiner?
I don't recall.
Can we please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 162?
Okay.
Which is already in evidence. Mr. Depp, do you recognize this photograph?
Yeah, it's the Photoshop one.
It was with the chef and the maitre d' and the staff were asking if they could take a photo with us, and they'd been very kind at giving us a private dinner.
So where was this photograph taken?
That was in the, that looks like it's in, yes, that's towards the back of the Orient Express. That's in the back train bar compartment. And just out back, you could smoke on the sort of caboose.
Yeah.
And what, if any, injuries do you have in this photograph?
That's it.
How did that happen?
Okay, how
Mr.
did
Duff, specifically, how did the injury in this photograph occur?
You sure?
Let's just accurately reflect
it's a little more simple.
Does this picture appear to have been photoshopped in any way?
Digital processing with a number of people in the shop.
What? Oh, he's looking at me. Yeah, you didn't know what it is? Don't know how to...
When was this photograph taken?
Off the Orient Express was taken raffles, I believe, a couple of days, 3 days. And then from there we flew to San Francisco.
So this photograph was taken after the photograph was looked at?
But this photograph was taken after
We all know this exhibit 2101.
Happy New Year. 31st of October.
Is that Halloween? Okay. Let's see.
Mr. Duff, what if any injuries do you see on your face in this photograph?
It's hard to say. Right there? It's the same bird. Whole photo is Photoshop. Damn, that's crazy.
Do you recall Ms. Hood testifying that she punched you in the staircase incident?
Good boy. As Kate Moss, Kate testified, it was many, many years ago. And exactly what happened is what she said happened. I recall speaking with Miss Hurd about that very incident. Because of the downpouring of rain. It was raining very heavily that day. Kate slipped.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's probably how you
I
slip.
recalled the story to her.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Maybe approach her.
Okay, yep, there it is. Why so slow? I think he just doesn't want to say the wrong thing. Yeah, I think he just doesn't want to say the wrong thing. He's not...
Please continue, Mr. Duff. What did Ms. Hurd about the staircase? Or with Kate Moss?
I'll make it easy for Mr. Rotten. A very lovely inside. All over mine. There was no a moment where I pushed Kate down any set of stairs. Yet she's
Your Honor, the witness simply testified that she made it. And that's also the response to the question. So objection. This states that that's enough.
sorry, I was drawn by the
So what specifically had you actually told this man
about 3 minutes prior to where I was standing outside, suddenly rain seeing Kate coming out the door. There were 3 little wooden stairs. She slid down. She went to the door and went back. So, and she was obviously very quickly, very easily. She was a very sweet kid. She was wonderful.
What do you mean that Whitney got the dirty end of the stick?
It was a kind of a strange combination of loving sister, trusted sister and friend.
Yeah.
And lackey. And again, either or recipient of some rather demeaning and ugly or she would have wine thrown in her face.
And who was the source?
What the fuck?
How do you know that?
Well, it was the wine was something that happened in New York, which I think that even made it into the was in an elevator.
How did you first learn about that?
Can somebody tweet that to me? Somebody tweet that to me if that's true.
In detail.
What else did you observe with Miss Heard and her sister Whitney's interactions?
recollection, I had to leave the apartment. Went to wait in the car while they fought.
When you say
Physical.
physically or
Physical.
That's a what a
and when you
fiend.
said Miss Heard would push Whitney around, you mean that the physically push her?
That's the demon smiling.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the demon, guys.
You heard Whitney testify that she lived in Penthouse 4 at the Eastern Columbia building for a time, correct?
that is correct, yes.
How did Whitney come to live in Penthouse 4?
My recollection, when Whitney first came to stay at the
She's a demon? I know,
Eastern Columbia
bro.
building, Penthouse 4, when
It's right.
she and her
What a
boyfriend,
villain.
Sean, had broken up. And she needed a place to go. And so Amber asked if she could stay in Penthouse 4, and I said, well, of course, you know.
How long did Whitney live in Penthouse 4?
It was well over a year, on and off.
Okay.
Did you ever ask Whitney to move out of Penthouse 4?
No, I did not.
Why did Whitney ultimately move out of Penthouse 4?
Objection, foundation.
It's his apartment, Your Honor. He was living there.
Whitney moved out of Penthouse 4 long before the marriage, and it was due to an argument that Ms. Heard and Whitney had, which had to do with Whitney working at the Art of Elysium with Jennifer Howell, and
That's the woman that testified yesterday.
Amber asked her to leave, get out.
Where
Wow.
did Whitney live when she moved out of Penthouse 4?
So she moved in with Jennifer Howell, right?
My understanding is she went to live with Jennifer Howell.
Yeah, I thought so.
Your Honor, I know you anticipated having a motion at noon.
You can keep going. That's
Okay.
fine.
All right, keep it up. Let's do it.
I have a bit.
Okay, that's okay.
Mr. Depp, do you recall hearing testimony during Ms. Heard's case from Mr. Mandel?
Yes, I do.
And who is that?
Mr. Mandel is my former business manager of 17 and a half years, who at a certain point I discovered had been embezzling quite a lot of money. So I had to take action against him and he and my lawyer of 17 and a half years, as they were in cahoots, as it were.
In cahoots?
And
Okay.
so yes, Joe Mandel is and they which was they settled their case with me. They made their settlement.
With your money?
But yes, it was that was a
Jesus.
Joe Mandel is a very bitter man who ended up with a lot of money that I worked hard for over the years.
That
Do you
sucks,
recall
man.
Mr. Mandel testifying in this case that you do not spend very much money on charity?
That I don't, sorry?
That you do not spend very much money on charity?
Objection, Your Honor.
You just want to
Can we
approach.
approach?
Okay.
Why? That's what they said. Number one, who cares? It's not like he's all right. So there's two parts to this. Number one, nobody is ever obligated to give their money to charity. I hate the idea that like people will try to create this like artificial pressure that somebody should feel to give money to a charity or something like that. Literally nobody has the fucking authority or moral authority to tell you this. Now, yes, it's a tax break, etc. But with Amber pledged the money. She said that she was going to donate the money, and then on top of that, she's trying to get praise for it. I think that's very different than never engaging in this to begin with. If Amber never said she was going to donate the $7 million, I'd never say she's bad because she should have donated it to charity.
Mr. Depp, just to remind you, my question was, what is your response to Mr. Mandel's testimony that you do not spend very much on charity?
My response to that is Mr. Mandel is a very bitter man, and one thing about that, myself personally, with regard to charity donations, sending money to a charity,
Okay.
I prefer. I would rather that my name were not on it. I don't want the name to be the important thing or the thing that people talk about. So when I donate money, I donate without my name being involved because I don't see that that's important, my name being there.
Apparently, I'm not
in terms
supposed to
of
be
money now.
If
This was
I- if
corroborated
I
by the
am
person
able to
before yesterday.
visit
That it's common.
hospitals, or if I'm able to meet with Make-A-Wish children, I have held on to relationships that I've held on to within the Make-A-Wish Foundation and the Children's Hospital and various other places.
So it's like this.
Then obviously my name is involved. When we held premieres in Leicester Square for several films,
So this does happen.
Factory.
Again, beyond the scope of his response to Mr. Mandel's testimony.
I believe this is in response to Mr. Mandel.
I'll overrule the objection.
So
Yeah, like it
basically,
actually happens.
when
It's not
it
some bullshit.
When it was a public, let's call it donation or whatever, I would talk to the studio. I would talk to Disney. I would talk to Warner Brothers. I would talk to whoever the studio was well before the premiere and make the premiere a benefit that would, once we did what we benefited, we did a premiere for Great Ormond Street Hospital. We did a couple of benefit premieres for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
We saw that.
I mean, if you can turn a premiere with that many thousands and thousands and thousands of people there
Yeah.
into a benefit,
That's going to be like a mill. Easy.
it works and it helps.
Yeah.
But it wasn't presented under my name, you know. It was Disney's doing this or Warner Brothers is doing this. I'm not looking for the pat on the back, as it were. If I can make it happen, great. But I don't need the pat on the back. I don't need the adulation. I don't need the attention.
And this is corroborated with like
Did
the
you hear Ms.
story.
Hurd testify that
of,
one of
Isaac,
the
whoever.
charities she donated a portion of your divorce settlement to was
this
the
is
Children's
corroborated.
Hospital of Los Angeles?
Yes.
Oh, it's this one.
What is
Made
your
the best
relationship
win.
with the CHLA?
Okay.
Objection, Your Honor. Irrelevant to the
May
issue.
we approach her?
Uh-huh. So I do think that he's telling the truth with this. The two reasons why I think he's telling the truth with this is that there's evidence of him dressing up in character to like go to like Make-A-Wish Foundation stuff and things like this, right? You can see Johnny Depp visits Vancouver patients, visits Children's Hospital, and like this has happened multiple times.
Mr. Depp, what is your relationship with the CHLA?
I've had a
Damn.
And what's just the nature of that relationship?
Well, essentially, sometimes there are Make-A-Wish kids who are in the hospital there, and that their wish is to...
Objection, Your Honor. Yes.
Your Honor, may we approach?
Yeah, see, they don't want him to talk about this because if they do, then it's going to make him look bad. You know, viewer account Andy's, I know there's a lot of people that are watching the stream right now. Hi, guys.
Mr.
By the way,
Depp, I'd
thanks
like
for the 20 subs. Appreciate
to
it.
take you back to exactly 6 years prior to this week, the week of May 21st through May 27th, 2016. What happened at the beginning of that week?
Shay, thanks for 20 subs. God damn.
May 21st.
Excuse me, May 20th.
May 20th. This is, we're talking 2016.
Yes.
Okay.
May 20th, the afternoon, May 20th, afternoon, evening. My mom,
Which is after what?
made her exit. She'd been fighting cancer numerous times and for many years, and she fought all the way to the end. And so my mother passed away on the 20th of May. Which does bring instant perspective into one's mind.
Not bad.
I spoke to Amber that night. I called her on the telephone, explained to her that my mom had passed, Betty Sue had passed, and that I thought that the best thing we could do was to get our file for
Your Honor.
divorce.
Hearsay. What Mr. Depp told Miss Heard.
We can move on. Your
Okay.
Honor. Mr. Depp, what happened at the end of that week on May 27th, 2016?
Okay.
May 27th, it's my daughter's birthday.
All right.
May 27th, 2016.
Okay.
May 27th, my daughter's birthday.
All right.
May 27th. I was not in Los Angeles. I was on the way to on tour, and that was when Miss Heard went for the restraining order.
So it was like right at the same
oh, yeah,
time.
also that